Hi, Pastor K. My name is Elena Gilbert Etten. I wanted to make this video for you and for iChurch. It's been a long time coming, but I felt like this was the perfect day to give you a video of my testimony. I don't know if you remember, but back in 2014, I was diagnosed with stage 4 large cell B non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Um, in April of 2014, I was told by the first oncologist that I went to see that I would only have weeks to live, that I had a 60% chance of the treatment not working, that there was about an 80% chance of my hair not growing back, and that the treatment, if I survived, would sterilize me. So I wouldn't be able to have any children. And at the time, I was 35 years old, and I hadn't had any children. So there's a lot that goes into the story, but the long story short, and one day I probably will go through and just make a big long explanation, but as you know, God healed me. The big detail from that was after I believed God, because He had told me before I even got diagnosed with cancer, I was, that He had plans for my life. And right before I even went through that situation, I went through a deep dive into the Word and became very certain of two main things. And that was, one, that God loved me, and that a very good God loved me. And that if He loved me, that He would do anything in His power for me if He can. And I know that God had the power to heal, so I knew that if I asked Him to heal me, He would. And this is before I even knew that there was anything to ask God. The reason I wanted to share this testimony with you is because I was an iChurch member at the time when I was going through this diagnosis. And there was one distinct time when the enemy was really attacking me with fear and depression. And I was in a very dark place. And I couldn't even go to church. I could barely walk at that point. And I got online to iChurch. And I remember reaching out to you, Pastor K, and saying I just needed prayer. And I remember you telling everybody in the chat just to focus and start praying for me. And there was one person after another praying in the Spirit, praying for you. And I felt that attack from the enemy break in the Spirit. I felt the peace and the love of God pour down on me. And here were people from all around the world on the internet that I've never seen, that I will never see until we get to heaven. And my brothers and sisters were praying for me, and I felt connected. And that is something that has stayed with me. I will always love my redemption. I will always love iChurch. And I want to report to you guys today that after 2 treatments of an 8 treatment plan, the PET scan came back and they could not find any evidence of any tumors, of any cancer. God had healed me, actually, because you don't go from stage 4 to complete remission after 2 treatments. It just doesn't happen. And I wanted, as you can see, my hair grew back, and I just wanted to share this one little piece with you. Today I actually got to see the same oncologist. It's 5 years later, and I got to see the same oncologist today. She looked at my blood work and everything, and she said, I hope I never have to see you again. That I was completely clear. She didn't see a need to even do a PET scan. She did an examination. She says, I'm good to go. But this is the biggest part of the story. I'm just gonna have to flip the camera around and show you. This is the biggest part of the story. They said I was sterile, and he is 4 months old today. This is Joshua Drew Royce Etten. This cutie was born March 13th, 2019. So much for being sterile, because mommy and daddy didn't do anything special to bring him into the world. God just showed up. I met my husband about, I guess I had my last treatment in September 2014. I met him February 13th, 2015. We got married December 3rd, 2016, and this little guy came March 13th this year. So I just wanted, yeah, as you can see, he's bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, had no trouble in my pregnancy, just a beautiful, healthy pregnancy, and a beautiful, healthy boy. And I just wanted to share with you guys, God still does miracles. The Lord, remember when I asked him when I was about to go into chemo, God, I've been praying and asking you to heal me. God, where's my healing? And he spoke to me and he said, Elena, I've already healed you. He already healed me 2,000 years ago. And I decided to stand on that word and trust that I was already healed, that his word was already spoken, that it was done, and that my body just had to catch up with the word of God for that manifestation, so everybody else could know what I already knew, because God had already spoken it. He already had sent his word and he healed my disease. And so I just wanted to share that testimony with you today. I hope you can feel the joy, and I hope you can also feel the gratitude for the beautiful ministry that you send over the internet. And I love you guys, and I just wanted to say I love iChurch and I love my redemption. God bless y'all. Okay, bye-bye.